Folks, so here's the deal. Me and Felicia, we went on a bit of a jaunt for some world, international snacks. So I came across this, went down, looked into the Japanese side of things, and this is called Pretz. Let's see. So it's a pizza flavored breadstick. It doesn't really taste pretzely, so to speak, but these are fucking good. I'm like, I don't know what these are made by the same people who make Pocky sticks. No, Stuttering John, I'm not talking about Anthony Kumi. I'm talking about a snack from Japan. So yeah, they're coated with some type of pretzel or pizza flavor. Best pizza flavor I have, a dusting, if you will. Yeah, it's really good. Absolutely. Let me eat this shit. Check it out. Go online if you have to get it, or if you have an international market nearby. These best pizza flavor ever, in my humble opinion. I don't know. They got flavor right over there. Some things taste a little different over here. But yeah, something about Japanese flavor in their food is on point. Might be the umami effect of MSG. But MSG is, believe it or not, in a lot of different snack foods. Doritos is a big MSG user, if you will. And yeah, uh, that is umami flavor. It amplifies the flavor. I'm sure it gives you blood pressure issues as well if you eat too much of it. Monosodium glutamate. But yeah, I have experimented with MSG when I cook. I've used it on steak, and if it's a marinated steak, it feels like a little bit of a dusting of MSG will really wake it up a little even more. So it's like a magnifier of flavor. Umami. I've been doing some food research, people. I enjoy watching YouTube videos of how this food is made, what different things, chefs making mayonnaise, testing out different types of mayonnaise, shit like that, just dumb YouTube fare. And I've been listening to a lot of chefs and their take on frozen foods and what's the best. And I'm like, I'll take a chef's recommendation on a good frozen burrito. You know what I mean? They seem to get it, but I digress. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. I'm enjoying my day one moment at a time. And that's how we're doing it. Mm-mm. Absolutely. I also ran out of cigarettes, so I got to go and vamonos after my before my needs and wants for nicotine start to develop, which they will. I tried to get on vape again, but it feels like I'm left wanting more of something, and I think the want and the needs are in just general smoke. Mm-mm. So I do like burning smoke delivered directly into my lungs and into my oxygen oxygen system the oxygen in my blood. But I digress. Tim's totality. Chefs making mayonnaise? That's not suspicious. Well, he was, kind of identifying, what makes different types of mayonnaise different when they have the same principles, you know. Like Miracle Whip is basically mayonnaise mixed with Italian dressing in a way. So there's a little bit of a vinegary hit that you get. So you could see paprika specks in Miracle Whip. I'm a fan of Miracle Whip. That was my mayonnaise of choice growing up. Hmm. And then I realized they've been around since like the 40s, so it must be. I didn't know it was that long. I listened to an old Howard Stern where he was talking shit about mayonnaise because Gilbert Gottfried lost a Miracle Whip sponsorship, you know, because he's a comedian, and he said some questionable things way like in the 90s, I believe. So he lost a chance to be do commercial work for Miracle Whip, and yeah, they were kind of shitting on it like this is like some substance made in a lab somewhere. I'm sure, but Howard Stern never heard of Miracle Whip before that, and that is weird. That is very weird. Like, what's Miracle Whip? Oh, is this some new creepy substance made? I think it was a Kraft product. Kraft makes regular mayonnaise, but they also make Miracle Whip, which is a little bit of a derivative of the mayonnaise. They call it salad dressing on the bottle. But I digress. I don't even know if it's technically should be considered mayo. Well, it has mayo principles, yes. It should. It should. Tim's Totality, thank you. And yeah, I've never had an interest to make my own mayo. Egg whites beaten with oil and vinegar, and boom, mayonnaise is born. I used to see those handheld food processors with like a rotating blade at the end of a hand, and yeah, they use like a jar and create mayonnaise right in front of your eyes. And it's like, take my money. Yeah, I remember paid programming. I used to enjoy it. Speaking of which, we should watch some Ron Popeil, people. Why not? I want to watch a little bit of that.
Oregano.
Look at
Lift up that
I'm
tray.
smelling this.
That rosemary.
Okay.
And we have some dill on that tray
Can
there.
you smell this?
I became a recent fan of Rosemary thanks of Quiznos when they were on the scene a few years back. I think there's like a handful of Quiznos still left in America, but holy coffee and shit. Rosemary Parmesan bread, my God. There's just something about the bread. It just works with that rosemary. So I became a rosemary fan thanks to Quiznos, and it was fucking great. Best bread ever. I wish it was still around.